Pozdrav svima i dobro mi došli u novu epizodu serijala Tell Me Why na kanalu i u današnjem videu nastavljamo tamo gdje smo stali u prethodnoj epizodi. A vi u slučaju da niste vidjeli prethodnu epizodu, kao i obično, imat ćete dole u opisu videa playlistu sa svim epizodama, tako da ako želite pogledajte to. I bez daljeg odlaganja mi nastavljamo sa današnjom epizodom. Sad ćemo da vidimo šta se ovdje dešava. Velika je verovatnoća da će ovo biti posljednja epizoda u ovom serijalu, ali sad ćemo da vidimo. Znači, mi smo saznali da ova garažica ima potkrovlje. Znači, ulaz to je ovdje, dobro. Evo ga.
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate. My brain was going to some
Treba će nam ove mardevine. It's probably just storage. We don't have to do this. I'll protect you.
Don't worry. Whatever's up there, I'll protect you.
We'll see how chivalrous you feel when you've got bats in that perfectly coiffed hair. Need to see the picture again?
Pa video sam, samo mi trebaju merdevine sad.
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate. My brain was going to some real dark places.
Ponovo, I'll protect you.
Don't worry. Whatever's up there, I'll protect you.
We'll see how chivalrous you feel when you've got bats in that perfectly coiffed hair.
Dobro, kako sad ja oduzmem ove merdevine? Ili postoje neke druge merdevine? Možda ove? Ne? To nekako najviše logike ima da treba da uzmem ove merdevine. A ja nemam uopšte opciju da uzmem te merdevine. Find how to access the barn loft. Pa, logično je da mi trebaju merdevine, ali merdevine ne mogu da uzmem.
I thought I saw something red over here, but no lever. Man, this place is a mess.
If there was
Just a regular old light switch. Nothing here. The handle should be behind this.
there it is.
Našli smo.
It's opening up.
The secret keeper always did store all the best secrets in the clouds.
Yep. Come on.
Well, that's way too high to jump. You want to give me a leg up?
I'm so not touching your nasty shoes. We'll find a ladder.
Sad možemo da uzmemo merdevine. I baš ove koje sam ja hteo. Sad ćemo da vidimo.
Can you see anything?
Nope, nada. Here, found a switch.
Holy shit.
Aha, Manhunter.
Well, that shaved a few years off my life.
It's
Her story.
look. She left us something.
Opa, još jedna zagonetka.
It's got a combination lock with letters.
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Knowing Marianne, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
Yeah. Let's start here.
Sad trebamo da nađemo kombinaciju.
It seems like it's not doing anything. Maybe it's broken?
Or maybe we just need to solve the puzzles in order. We're not done with the other one yet.
Why are these pictures from the Book of Goblins here?
I don't know.
Moonhag's gotta be imprisoned in her lake. Crafty goblins go here. That's the pious pelican spot. The wise princess goes in the big wooden house, of course.
I ostale mi fale. Dobro.
Recognize this?
Yeah, it's from the story where the goblins trick the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
Knjiga, dobro.
Well, here it is.
Evo ga.
Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Like, the differences between the two mean something.
Something about Marianne, right? Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why don't we try to find them all and then see if it makes any sense?
Once upon a time, in a castle just beyond the ancient and deep forest, the Mad Hunter was punished by the Gold Lady by failing to return with the wise princess. For your failure, said the Gold Lady, you will take your left hand. I will take your left hand. You will return to the ancient and deep forest and hunt the wise princess. And you can bring her back. I will return your hand to you. And if you can bring her back, I will return your hand to you. Fail again, and I will take your right hand. Mad Hunter could hunt with just his right hand, but he was lost both his hands. But if he lost both his hands, he would never be able to hunt again and would no longer be a mad hunter, but only a madman. So the Mad Hunter returned to the ancient and deep forest, searching for the piercing eye of the wise princess. Dobro. The crafty goblins. Čekaj, ajde vidimo.
Okay, spot the differences. It moves. Oh, some of these parts are buttons. Is there an extra star here? Or am I just imagining that? Maybe that branch looks a little bit different? It's not the same title, so I guess that counts as a...
Aha. Pa mi možemo samo po slici da znamo šta se dešava.
difference? The Mad Hunter still has two hands here.
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Which either makes it before or not. Huh. A pink flower. Was that in the original picture?
Ne, ovu ruku nema.
Or not.
Pink flower ima, dobro. Onda imamo dva ova cveta ovde.
Did she add that flower? Is that like
Da.
an innocence lost kind of thing? Why do you think she added that castle in the background?
See,
Wait.
To nije ovde.
No goblins.
Yeah,
Or not. Even if the branch is a little different, I don't really think that means anything.
Tyler, we're not done with this one.
Okay. Well, here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know.
Never mind. That's nothing.
Sad ćemo sve da
Really
skinemo.
grasping at straws here. It's just a random star. No special. Huh. Maybe not.
Ne,
The
ovo.
title is different.
Dobro. Grana nije bitna. Imamo
The
ovo.
princess is running away from the mad hunter.
Was sent by the gold lady, according to the story.
Do you think the gold
Oh.
lady could have been Marianne's mom? I mean, she always used to say she moved to the end of the world to get away from her family.
Yeah, you're right. She ran away. Just like the princess is here.
Mislim da je to to.
Hey, we'll get to those later. Let's finish this one, okay?
Okay, spot the differences.
Pa to je to, ja mislim.
Here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Like, the differences between the two mean something.
Something about Marianne, right? Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why don't we try to find them all and then see if it makes any sense?
Mislim da je to to. Da,
That's it.
to je
Whoa.
to.
What's in there? Tyler, see that little light?
Pictures, letters. Oh, poor thing.
Why would she keep an old drawing of a pet in here?
Dobro. Šta je ovo?
I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Marianne.
And a good one, too.
God, that's so not her.
Bro.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her that young.
I think that's her mom in the background.
Did you know she studied engineering?
No, but it looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
Sad neko pismo kaže Mary Ann. I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit like it's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with, and I've realized I'm just not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all of this on our own without your mom constantly putting pressure on us, things could have been different. But the damage is done and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You are an amazing person and you made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we've both be better off apart. There I go with my cliche again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here, but I'm gone, Brent.
Could this guy have been any more cryptic? You think the guy with her is Brent? From the letter?
I would guess so.
Dobro. Tu je neki
The gold
čikica.
lady. That was definitely her mom.
So, did Marianne grow up kinda rich?
Maybe. Would have been nice to have some of that.
Tyler,
Mislim da je to
see
to.
that little light? I think we need to solve this one next.
Ovo mogu stavim ovdje, ne? Dobro, gdje da vidimo šta.
There's the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Marianne's life before Delos, don't they?
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure out which ones are real?
Aha,
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun?
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures? I don't think she was having any fun.
dobro. Ovdje je balerina, ptica. Bila je inženjer, znači svetlo.
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
I sad ovdje, ajde, pogodi.
What's the gold lady doing?
Whispering something into someone's ear behind the princess's back?
Evo, našli smo.
Is that it?
It's opening.
Ovo sam išao redom da vidim šta je, pošto sam za sve ove ostale bio siguran.
What's in there this time?
Kuća. To je ova naša kuća, dobro. Ovdje imamo...
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's so young and happy.
Dobro, pismo.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
Dobro. Ovdje imamo neko dugo pismo.
Her father.
Kaže, I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I will have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I am writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day, friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 a.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin, AD, brought in a beautiful photo album full of our holiday pictures in La Connell, tako nešto. You're there in all of them, but you were not here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years, and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are, and that you and your child are both safe. Your mother has been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread to her body like cancer and consumed her completely. And this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock. After dropping out of college and without a penny at your name, she only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise your child properly. Mary Ann, a mother's duty doesn't end when her children leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about cuddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into people they are supposed to become, whether they like it or not. It's I won't trouble you again. You've made your intention clear. I just thought you should know that. Dobro.
What the hell? Marianne was pregnant in 1992,
Znači, mi smo
before she
saznali
even got here.
da ona imala
Before us.
dete pre njih.
Do we have a long lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
Idemo dalje. Šta kaže?
Salmonberry Park. Huh. Is that some kind of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Marianne when the whole town was turning on us?
Dobro. Šta možemo da vidimo još? Odnosno, šta je sljedeće?
We'll get to those later. Let's finish this one, okay?
Aha, sad ovdje.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
Dobro, i na koju foru sad ja trebam da...
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver. Some sort of clock? This is the princess's house.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey,
Check it.
that
One
degree
day
in
she
outdoor
took-
studies is paying off.
Her... Away from the forest.
That's the gold lady, damn it. Why is nothing happening?
Negdje smo pogrešili.
Some sort of clock?
Read. One day she took her Tyler and ran away to the forest. Dobro. Mi imamo sad ovdje neke dokaze i neke papiriće. Kuća. Čekaj, možda da probam da ih ako postoje uopšte te sve slike, da ih u tom redosledu odaberem. Znači ovdje imamo ovo. Čekaj da vidimo. Ne, to ne. Ali imamo ovdje sliku.
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's so young.
Aha,
Happy.
kuća, večera i... Mislim da znam. Znači, ovako. Čekaj, samo u kom... samo redosled da vidim, mislim da sam našao. Čekaj. Znači, prvo je kuća, večera, pa onda ovaj park. Kuća.
This is the princess's house.
Večera.
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the...
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
Što sad? Ovo.
That's the gold lady's castle. Some sort of clock? Come on.
You need help?
Yeah,
Da,
I'm
da.
stuck. Any ideas?
The castle, the clock, the dinner party, the castle.
I'm trying to make sense of the castle in the bottom left corner.
Well, it's like we were saying. The gold lady lived in one, so it probably represents Marianne's childhood home.
Dobro.
You need help?
Yeah, I'm stuck. Any ideas?
The flowers.
What's up with the salmonberry flowers?
I think those probably represent the commune she stayed at after she moved out.
Mhm. Dobro. Znači castle
That's the gold lady's castle.
i onda ova komuna.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies, you need help?
Yeah, I'm stuck. Any ideas?
The castle, the clock, the dinner party. The dinner party. Clock, ne vezi, može i to.
A clock. What do you think this is about?
She had that watchmaking job in Juneau, right? So that was probably right before she moved to Delos. You need help?
Yeah, I'm stuck. Any ideas?
The flowers, the wooden house.
That's our house in the top right corner, isn't it?
Yeah. Hold on. When did she buy the house again? Why don't we go back and check the dates?
Dobro. Ne.
Look at this guy. So I guess she tried to change majors, but couldn't.
Her parents probably wanted her to study something more practical.
Marianne Ronan, the very definition of the word practical.
Čekaj.
Some sort of clock? This is the princess's house. This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver.
To je to.
Yes.
What's in there? Another letter?
The princess's laws. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well, sure looks like it could be.
Dobro, dve stranice, sad da vidimo. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods and to that house with nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. A splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate fight with the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern on the red wells on her skin. But the tiara goes to her chest, fearing any misstep could cause it to fall her arms and break. The tiara, some spot in the big wooden house, a pillow near the window where the sun catches surface and shines wing. Waitress could stare for hours at the tiara, marveling in its beauty and running her thumbs down the curves. Every morning she would wake and she would then polishing it every Dobro.
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
God. It makes sense now.
Yeah. She got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life. And then she made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt. She left everything behind, built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helped her move on. But when it looked like we were gonna be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. But we still haven't seen what's in that chest.
Sad vidimo kako da otvorimo mi ovaj.
Okay, so how do we
All
open it?
right, should be easy enough.
Šta? Dobro, na osnovu čega ja sad trebam da...
We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back. There you go, stalwart moose. Back in your pond, big frog. Gold lady stays locked up in her castle.
Znači, fale mi ovdje još neke figurice, ali dobro. To je verovatno samo ono, ekstra. Čekaj, vidim šta je.
Hey, I want to take a crack at this one before we try to figure out any others.
Dobro,
All
ali
right,
kako?
should be easy enough.
Čekaj, stani. Carol. Ova slika... Gdje je ona slika u stvari? Stani. Možda će ta slika da mi pomogne.
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's
Carol,
so
Sam...
young and happy.
Da vidim da li imam ja ta slova, stani.
Why don't we just break this open? There's a crowbar right downstairs.
What? No. You don't want to try and figure out what all this means?
I'm so done with her riddles.
Ovo je verovatno... L. Sam. O. S. E. A. R. To je L, ali dobro. Ne.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
A ti nećeš da pomogneš nikako.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
Pa vidim, mogu da uzmem ja to i da razvalim. Ne, evo, vidio sam. Čekaj, stani, vrati se gore. Da, ja mogu da uzmem to, ali neću, jer ću možda nešto da sjebem. Ali sam vidio na vratima slova, čekaj. Slovo... Koje je ovo slovo? Da, sad kad stojimo mi ovdje vidimo E, O i L.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
Nećemo da razvaljujemo. E. O. To. E. O. L.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
Čekaj, spakovao sam sve kako je ovdje. E. O. L. A, stani. Naranđasto je E.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
E. Dobro. O je žuto, a L je crveno.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
O je žuto. Evo ga.
Yes. Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
I šta sad ovdje imamo? Pismo.
Ollie. She noticed. How was
Alison
her son?
and Ollie. We write stories to understand and be understood, but what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I keep mine from you for so long. All my love, goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Da
Come
vidimo
on,
šta je ta posljednja
let's go to the
stvar.
dock. It's time to finish this. You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
We can keep looking.
I guess we could stay a little longer if you think there's more to find. The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
Book of Goblins. Čekaj, vidimo gdje je ta prečica. The beaver fixes the house. Evo ga. Pa kaže. Once upon a time, in the ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. One night, a particular violent storm shook the house. It shook the snigger on the roof and the planks in the walls, even shook the beams on which the house stood, blowing the whole waiting near the ground. The princess hid in the closet, fearing for the house would come down. In the morning the house was still standing, but it was badly damaged. The storm had blown shingles off the roof, planks of the wall, and even bent the post upon which the house stood. Dobro. Znači, ovo.
She slapped the post with her tail to right it. She fixed the roof shingles.
I ovo.
She fixed the planks that... All right.
Još jedno pismo.
Yeah. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
You cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have two small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting the disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go. And that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I would be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and peace you brought to my life. Give kids a kiss for me, will you, Carol? Dobro.
Crafty goblin's loot.
That's from The Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. And you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
Dobro. The crafty goblin's loot. Evo ga. Sada vidimo. Ovdje ima baš dosta. Kaže, once upon a time in the ancient and deep forest there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. The house was built from the strong wood in the forest and it kept the princess warm and safe. The princess was not a native of the forest, but she never spoke about where she had come from, for it made her cry. She did not have many friends, but that was how she liked it. The forest was big and deep, and many paths led to her house, but not many visitors passed by. The princess was happy to be left alone in the big house in the deep forest. She knew that the forest would provide for her, but that its generosity had to be respected, so she only took what she needed. And for a long time life was just fine for the princess in the big wooden house. Dobro. One winter day, when snow blanketed the earth and the ice bent the trees low, the wise princess realized that food was disappearing from the house. It was not much at first, but only a few fruits and nuts and eggs. Fruits, nuts, eggs. Fruits.
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
Eggs.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
And nuts.
Some flour for the cake, maybe?
Nah.
Actually, I'm not sure. Did they steal candy?
Nope.
Maybe not.
Nuts.
Some flour for the cake, maybe? Or not. What if they took some spoons? That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
Dobro, našli smo i ovo. I, šta je ovo sad?
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Koja je sad to pričica? Kako se zove? The Crafty Goblins Good Deeds. Book of Goblins. Crafty Goblins. The Goblins. Trick Mad Hunter. The Princess. The Goblins. The Goblins. Save Old Beaver. The Goblins. The Goblins. The Goblins. Možda ovo, ne? Ajde da vidimo, ovo smo rešili. Ko nam
The old
ostalo?
bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
To. Ovu smo prečicu našli. Once upon a time, the old bear stood in the bank of the river swapping. After a short walk, he found the princess. Old bear would normally situation after all. Predator, so blah blah blah. With a great roar, the bear into his legs. Joj, izgleda mora čitam sve 4 stranice, brate.
Some roses, maybe? A newly bloomed bluebell? Huh. Fresh caught salmon? Maybe not. Maybe not. Wait.
Aha. Yeah, eating his salmon, but then she screamed again. Check. Bank of the river, sweeping salmon on their way on swapping grounds. Protect a fat one. He heard woman shouting to help. He considered simply eating his salmon, but then she screamed again. To investigate. After a short walk, he found the princess hanging at the top of the tree while a wolf snarled and snapped the base of the tree. The bear would normally not get into the middle of such a situation. After all, as a fellow predator, he understood the wolf's needs to hunt, but when he saw the princess, he was struck by her beauty, and he knew he had to help. With a great roar, the bear took off between. Dobro. Čekaj da vidim. Još jedno. The old bear fell back down. She regarded him. The princess had no reason to trust the old bear except he slowly made her way into. After that day, princess would occasionally find gifts from the old bear: a fresh cut salmon, handful of ripe berries, and newly bloomed bluebell. Salmon.
Fresh caught salmon? Some roses, maybe?
Ne.
Or not. A newly bloomed bluebell?
Da.
A handful of ripe berries?
To je to. Našli
Nice.
smo je to.
Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Sorry for the note. P.S. I noticed. Goes. Dobro, još jedno pismo. I...
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course, the goblins had to help.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. Wait. They broke open the beehive for the bear. They helped fix the beaver dam. Huh. They had to give nuts to the muskrat. They removed a thorn from the frog's back. They hugged the princess when she was crying.
Kako ja sada nađem ovu prečicu? Mislim to nema veze s ovom pričom. To je to. To je ova prečica. Once upon a time in a deep and ancient forest there lived a pair of crafty goblins in a cave below a big wooden house. They lived with a wise princess who shared as much food with them as she was able. Always hungry one day. Instead of crafty goblins, cucumber, shrimp, king crab, blah blah. What do you think? Ask one of them. Take that. You can crafty goblin how much they had to give, and the rest of the day they looked. They found struggling with itching. Dobro, znači mus.
Or not. Or not. Wait. Actually, I'm not sure. Or not.
Dobro. Znači,
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back.
to jeste. Next, they helped old bear tree. Finally, they found princess crying. Dobro, znači sad medveda.
They broke open the beehive for the bear. They hugged the princess when she was crying. Nailed it. Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
I sve smo sad otvorili. Da, sad smo sve otvorili. Sad mogu da idem dalje.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Da.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
Sad treba se spustimo ovdje dole.
What are we waiting for? I want to know who was here that night. Let's try and remember who Marianne was arguing with.
Ajde. Sada vidimo.
Almost. Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course. It had to be him.
Tessa knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she must have. It's what she didn't want to tell us.
God, Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will. Tom? It's Alison. We need to talk. We know it was you.
Dobro. Sad vidimo kuda će da vodi ova konverzacija.
Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
To je onaj bočko bre iz radnje.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially. But I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You tried to... Oh.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was gonna blow up in my face. I had to do something.
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's gotta fix the mess he made. One way or another.
Dobro.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Excuse me?
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know. This'd kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything.
A šta ti kaže, be debilu?
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
You preyed on her, you abandoned her.
That was convenient for you, huh? You preyed on her because she was vulnerable. And you knew you could always blame it on crazy Marianne Ronan if you got caught.
It was nothing like that. Nothing at all. Your mother was a very pretty woman. And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would have. I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign. Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
Da bre, on se
I've
kandidovao.
kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died. That night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
Jao, on je ovaj Mad Hunter, barate, kog smo mi videli.
Why do they do it? They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault.
Manhunter.
Sad ćemo da vidimo šta se u stvari tu desilo.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Ona uopšte nije htela njih da ubije, brate. Jo.
No! No way! You're a fucking liar!
I saw what I saw.
You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Alison. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but cleared, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say? And Michael? Well, the whole town might turn on you.
Don't touch her.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just, please, think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back. Allie, you okay? You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
I sad ćemo da vidimo šta se tu u stvari desilo.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know.
No.
And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it.
Pa mi se ovdje mora donesemo odluku.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm going to kill you!
Šta ja da odaberem sad, brate?
Going to kill you!
Ajde, odobrat ću da verujem Tomu.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, please. No, don't do this. Alison, this isn't what...
She was going to kill herself. Just herself. You interrupted her and we got confused.
Are you sure?
Yes. That attic. Tyler, that was meant for us. It was her way of explaining what she was going through. I made a horrible mistake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here. Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad? Where are you at right now?
I just keep hearing her say she wasn't going to hurt you. Over and over.
We were kids. We freaked out. You weren't equipped to deal with that shit.
She was just talking to you. And I killed her.
Stop.
I don't want to use our voice again. Ever.
What? Seriously?
I don't know. But I want to stop feeling like this. And I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions. Of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay, I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us, us.
The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted
What do you
the day
think?
he would emerge,
Brothers and
to
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand. Always. And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
Pa na kraju se ispostavilo da je dobra pričica. Moram da priznam da nije loša pričica, fina je, dobra. Nije da nije loša, dobra je pričica. Igrao sam igrice koje imaju slične ovoj i iskreno imale su jaču priču. Heavy Rain, na primjer, ili Beyond Two Souls, isto. To su dve možda najjače igre koje sam igrao ovog tipa. Ali mogu slobodno da kažem da je i ova dobra. Naravno, isforsirana je tu pričica neka koje ja nisam iskreno ljubitelj. Naravno, nemam ništa protiv, siguran sam da će nekom od vas da to bude možda čak i nebitna stavka ili će možda da mu se svidi cijela ta priča, ali generalno kad sve zaokružimo, igrica je dobra. Šest mjeseci kasnije. Da, sad je proleće najvjerojatnije, pa da. Otopio se sneg. Tajler se još išao.
One last look. I'm good to go. Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out, so last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
How's Juno? How are you? Heard about Tom, gotta go. How are you? To je bitno.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
How's Juno?
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there. Okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same.
Nisam
You
tako
know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome. Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Ah, yes. I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass. Karma is a bitch.
To je to.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Alison mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
Pa to je to. Krećemo.
Such a good day.
Dobro, i šta sad? Kako ja da...
Such a good day.
Gather your stuff and lock the house.
It's too bad Tessa closed her cafe. That other place just doesn't quite hit the spot.
Ovo je za bacanje, dobro. Dobro, to je pismo. Aha. Take.
Man, seeing it empty is so weird. But at least it's the last time we'll ever have to.
Take. Da li sam se zaglavio sad ovdje? A nemoj to da mi pričaš da se zgličalo sad. Da. Zgličao sam se. Dobro, ništa. Mora da resetujemo. To je to. To bi bilo to, ja mislim.
Well, this is goodbye for real, I guess. Hey, Aaron. It's Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going long with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweight, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief, about it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
To je to. To je to. Završili smo Tell Me Why. Iskreno se nadam da vam se svidjela igrica. U slučaju da jeste, ostavite like, subscribeujte se na kanal kako ne biste propustili ni jedan od narednih videa. Mi se vidimo u nekom od narednih videa i pozdrav, ćao.